Today we're talking about none other than 50 Cent, the iconic rapper, the savvy businessman, and let's face it, the occasional internet troll who just knows how to get people talking. Get this, over his illustrious career, he has amassed a fortune of $250 million. From chart-topping albums, singles, and a bunch of lucrative business ventures. But here's where it gets really interesting. As of June 2023, 50 Cent's net worth is estimated to be, can you believe it, just $40 million. Talk about a steep drop. And if it's not shocking enough, he even filed for bankruptcy in July 2015. So where did the money go? Let's take a wild ride into the life of 50 Cent. Discover how he made his fortune and try to solve the mystery of where a good chunk of it vanished. 50 Cent's fame started when he released his first single, How to Rob, in 1999. He signed a published deal with Columbia Records, but was dropped by them after being involved in a shooting incident. He was shot 9 times in the year 2000. 50 Cent, or as he was known then, Curtis Jackson III, was born on July 6, 1975 in the South Jamaica neighborhood of Queens, New York City. But life threw him a curveball when he lost his mother at just 8 years old, a tragedy that landed him in the care of his grandmother. It was around this time that young Curtis found himself stepping into the murky world of drug dealing. By the age of 12, he was in the thick of it. But things took a turn when he was caught bringing guns and drugs into school. This led to an arrest in 1994 and eventually 6 months into a boot camp. But every cloud has a silver lining, and for Curtis, that silver lining was music. During this challenging period, he discovered his passion for rapping. He decided to give it a shot, releasing an underground rap single called How to Rob in the year 2000. But just when things were starting to look up, Curtis found himself in the hospital, the victim of a shooting allegedly carried out by Mike Tyson's bodyguard. He managed to survive the ordeal, and in the aftermath, his music career got a significant boost when he signed a publishing deal with Columbia Records. And this is how 50 Cent was born. Now here's where things really start to heat up. In 2002, 50 Cent caught the attention of none other than Eminem. This was a game changer. Eminem introduced him to Dr. Dre, and just like that, 50 Cent found himself thrust into the limelight with a whopping $1 million record deal. His debut album, Get Rich or Die Trying, rocketed to the #1 spot on the Billboard charts. This was no slow burner, guys. We are talking about 1 million copies flying off the shelves in just the first 4 days. 50 Cent was on a roll and showed no signs of slowing down. He followed up his debut with the Massacre, another album that garnered him a host of awards and nominations in the music industry. But 50 Cent was not about to rest on his laurels. He continued to create music, releasing more albums including Curtis, Before I Self-Destruct, and Street King Immortal. His relentless work ethic and undeniable talent led to combined album sales of an incredible 21 million units. Beyond the record sales, 50 Cent has shown a knack for business that's just as impressive as his talent for music. He then started his own record label, G-Unit Records, and even launched a G-Unit clothing company, extending his influence beyond the mic. He wasn't stopping there either. In 2012, he created a boxing promotion company named The Money Team, which is now famously associated with Floyd Mayweather. But perhaps his most lucrative deal was becoming a spokesperson for vitamin water, where he cleverly negotiated a minority stake. When Coca-Cola swept in and bought vitamin water for a staggering $4.1 billion, 50 Cent saw his pockets swell. This deal reportedly landed him between $100 to $150 million, out-earning any of his albums. On top of all this, he's branched out into the world of acting, sharing screen time with heavyweights like Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. He debuted in his own biopic, Get Rich or Die Trying. For his role in All Things Fall Apart, he even took a page out of Christian Bale and dropped over 50 pounds. He accomplished this through a rigorous liquid diet and 3-hour treadmill walks every day for 9 weeks, as reported by CBS News. Sadly, all his efforts went unnoticed, as All Things Falling Apart was a direct-to-video release that very few people saw. Despite having a modest budget and a star-studded cast, the lack of a big screen release hampered the film's chance of success. It was just another twist in the roller coaster ride that is 50 Cent's life. Now, let's look at 50 Cent's earnings over the years. We are talking about more than $250 million. So what happened to all that money? Before we delve into how 50 Cent spends his money, let's get a little more personal. Let's peek behind the curtains of this controversial businessman's life. 50 Cent is no stranger to controversy, both in his professional and personal life. Notably, he's had public fallouts with his former girlfriend, Shanika Tompkins, with whom he shares a son, Marquise Jackson. Tompkins once attempted to sue 50 Cent for a hefty $50 million, but the case was eventually dismissed. However, one incident that truly put him in the spotlight was back in 2016 at an airport. In a moment that quickly went viral, 50 Cent was caught on film accusing a janitor with autism of being under the influence. The backlash was swift and severe. While the teenager's parents initially wanted to sue, they settled for a donation of $100,000 from 50 Cent to the charity Autism Speaks. Now that we've uncovered some of the bumps in 50 Cent's journey, let's pivot to something a bit more glamorous. Let's dive into the good stuff and see how 50 Cent enjoys his wealth. With the kind of impressive wealth he's racked up, 50 Cent has indulged in some spectacular luxuries. Although a good chunk of his fortune has gone into smart investments, he's also made headlines for his taste in opulent mansions and high-performing supercars. Case in point, in 2003, he shelled out $4.1 million for Mike Tyson's former mansion, a massive estate that boasts 21 bedrooms, a gym, a casino, and even a nightclub. However, owning this palace doesn't come cheap. It's said to have cost him $72,000 per month for maintenance and financing alone, not to mention $18,000 for utility bills. Then there's his remarkable car collection. From Lamborghinis to Ferraris to Rolls Royces, 50's garage is a testament to his love for speed and style. One of his most noteworthy acquisitions, a custom Versace wrapped Lamborghini Aventador. You know, the one Snoop Dogg went for a joyride in. But let's not stop there. Let's take a look at the list of all the things that belong to our rap mogul. A Ferrari F50, a Maserati MC12, a 2005 Lamborghini Murcielago, an extravagant mansion in Africa, a Connecticut mansion, which, by the way, is currently on the market at a discount of $5 million, so if you're interested, a Ferrari 599 GT Fiorano, a jewelry collection valued at $300,000, and a rare Krieger watch, one of only 5 in the world. Clearly, the list goes on, and it's safe to assume that 50 Cent knows how to enjoy his fortune. So what's your take on 50 Cent's net worth and how he spends it? Now click here if you want to watch this next video, and please don't forget to subscribe. If there's any other videos you guys want me to create, please leave it in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next one.